Today I'm going to share the proper way to tea dye. Welcome back to our channel. We're so happy to have you here. My name is Caterina. My friends call me Kat, and my wonderful husband Don Digison is behind the camera. And today we're going to talk about tea dyeing. Now I know most people are kind of bored with tea dyeing. They think, you know, take the fabric or the papers, dip it in the tea a little bit, you get a little brown thing, okay? But the way I tea dye is I let it sit and soak and dry, and so I have a whole recipe that's involved in this, and I'm going to share that with you today. To make my dye bath, I just make a great big huge pot of tea. This is all black tea, and one of them is organic chai. I put chai in with the dye bath just to make it smell good, but it has, you know, it's black tea too, so it smells great. It has a wonderful scent to it, and it's also black tea, so it's going to help dye it, but we also want all of the old linens and everything to smell really good. So this is the first step. So I've got several tea bags here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tea bags, and we're going to put hot water in, and we're going to let it steep overnight. And I'm going to use about 2 cups so that I can make a pretty good tea bath. And we're just going to let it sit, and then we're going to see what it looks like tomorrow, see how dark it is. If I need to add more, I will. But we want it to be really dark, really rich, and kind of yucky. So we soaked this on a Saturday, and today is Monday, so it's 48 hours. We've just let it just sit there, and that's just our tea. And now we're going to make some bundles. And so I have lots of different kinds of cotton fabrics, and we're going to just bundle those up. And I've got lots of strings and different kinds of threads, and this yummy stuff here that I got from Meg, which I love, and some twill ribbons to tie it all up with. So now with your bundles, you don't want them to be super fat. The whole point is to get a really nice color on the outside of your fabric. So I usually put something inside, and in fact sometimes I'll put a tea bag on the inside. We'll do one of those in a little bit, but I've got the string. I'm just going to tie that up. I tie them up pretty tight, and then we're just going to make a bunch of different bundles. But let me show you the tea bag thing. You can just tie it in a knot, and of course I love the dyed string. Now if you don't care about that, you can just cut it off, but I usually don't. I usually save it and use them for other projects. So alright, so we're going to take a tea bag here and cut it and rescue it. Put it in here. That's going to make nice color on this fabric, like that. And now we'll wrap it up in this, and we'll bundle it up again. So you can be as pretty with your bundles as you want, or as sloppy. It doesn't really matter. The tea just doesn't care, right? So it's going to dye it really well. And I like using different sizes of strings and ribbons, because then you have lots of yummy things all dyed. So putting a tea bag in the center, and that's going to create a little more color on the inside. I mean, it's going to soak up the tea. Your bundles will soak them up, but yeah, you want to have a little bit of color on the inside too. You're not going to get the striations on the inside that you do on the outside. It's just the way it is. But anyway, so we're just making a few more bundles, and I'm just kind of layering them. And don't put too many layers in. Maybe, you know, just a few, maybe 2 or 3, and then roll them up. And I'm using a little bit of ribbon too. You can dye anything that's a light color. And I think we're going to stop here, and then I'm going to pour the tea in, or a lot of the tea in, and then I'm going to show you another technique that I use too. So we're going to pour this in over our little bundles, and this is just going to sit for a few days, and they're going to soak it up, and they're going to have this wonderful organic color. Okay, now the other thing that I like to do is to take any kind of cloth, and I'm using this because it's really porous, this gauze, and get it nice and wet, and then just kind of drape it on the side. And now this part that's hanging out here should become a really nice, beautiful color. And just like that, and we'll just let it dry like this, and I'll probably poke a few more things in here. Well, it's been 3 days, and I poured all of that, the 2 cups, after it had evaporated, into the bundles, if you remember, and most of it is gone now. You can see there's a little bit left, and I threw the tea bags in here too. And so you can tell that, you know, these, the fabrics and the laces that I have had sitting out have gotten really dark, and the little bundles will start darkening up as they dry. And so it's moving in on that yumminess that we're looking for. Just love the edge of that. It's just gorgeous, you know, and this was just as white as that. So it's going to be just absolutely yummy. I decided to do a bundle of string, which I think will be just gorgeous too when it's finished. So yeah, so tilt your vessel, whatever you're using. I just used an old paint rag to tip it up, and then I go back and forth, moving it back and forth so that all the tea becomes soaked into the bundles and the fabrics, and nothing is lost. So you don't want to throw it away. You want to just keep moving it back and forth and letting it get richer and darker and more yummy. So I just wanted to share, this is where we started, just to remind you of the colors that we started with, which is kind of a cream and lots of whites and maybe a light pink or 2 in there with lace, hand ties, ribbons, and some cording and strings. So all of these were dyed. We went with cheesecloth, and this is the cheesecloth that we used, and this is the color now. And I think it's pretty yummy, don't you? I think that's just gorgeous. So it's the exact same thing, and it's just been dyed just this gorgeous yummy color. Okay, and then this was the original, and this is the contrast. And I love how it took the tea dye. And if you remember, we kind of stuck this out on the edge of our my dish, and so that part got really dark. This one was still in the tea water, and so it was lighter. So anything that sits in the tea is going to be lighter. So here are our bundles, and they're probably still just slightly damp. Yeah, some of them are real damp, and that's okay because hey, we're leaving. We're going on our vacation next week, so we've got to shoot this and get this done for you. But I think we got some really great, rich, dark color, don't you? I mean, it's pretty fabulous. So we're gonna reveal these. We're gonna unwrap the bundles. We're gonna take a good look at it. Look at this. Isn't this absolutely yummy? This was just a bundle of string, and there'll be parts of it in the inside that will be the lighter color of tea dye. So that's just gonna be awesome. So we're gonna get started unwrapping it now. All right, so this looks pretty good, I think. And the string is dyed really nicely, so we're gonna put that aside because we'll use that for other projects too. And then opening it up, and so you can see that the inside is tea dyed, but look at that color. So what I did was, let me share with you the technique to get this. So open it up, and I put this lace piece here. Now it won't be on the whole thing because this was the top of the bundle here. So that's how I got the pattern, right? So this one sat on the outside and this side sat on the inside. And so we have just a regular tea dye, which is just fine, except it has this lovely pattern back here. But here's the pattern of the lace, which I think is just absolutely yummy. Now, this has been sitting, this has been a whole week and it's still not quite dry. These are damp. The longer you let it wait and sit, this could go another whole week. And here's the little bundles of the tea bags that I actually, as the tea was drawing up into the fabrics, I squished them down and so that they would release all of their great tea. Now, if you want to, you can take these apart and use this paper too. The tea bag paper is lovely to use, as some of you may know. So I'm just going to undo this. And this is going to be beautiful to use. We'll set that aside. This one here. Now some of them have tea bags in them and some of them don't, but I used every single tea bag in the dye bath. Okay, so now look how much lighter this is. And then this one, and this is the one that was sitting outside and air dried. Now I'll bet if I let it sit here, we'll get a little bit of a darker edge there too. But I just think that's beautiful. And then look at the patterns on this. That's just so gorgeous. Gorgeosity is what I said today. And then this one didn't get that dark. It was just on the inside. You never know how they're going to turn out. That's part of the beauty of doing it. It's just so much fun. This was the lace I just took off that last bundle. And the other side of it. And then this is, where's my, here it is, this. So that's pretty yummy, I think. It just curled right up and soaked it right up. So that's beautiful. And let's see, where are we? Here we are. This one is just so nice and dark. This is just gorgeous. Look where the ribbon was. Oh, isn't that stunning? I love that. Wowie. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this one had a little tea bag in here. Okay, so this pattern on here is just really unbelievable. And you know, I know a lot of you, are interested in tea dyeing and using them. Now this ribbon, and so this is how easy it is. You just put it in there and you let it wait, but you have to be patient. It's got to dry. But that's the same. And so that's going to be fun to use in projects. And here it is right here. Okay, this one. Okay, there's that pattern. And then this was in the inside, so this is a little bit lighter than even that one, but still tea dyed. So that's all the cheesecloth. Love that. Love this. This is just really remarkable. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, yummy. I know, it's so exciting. I just love doing this. Okay, we're just gonna pull you off. Okay, ooh, that's good too. Oh, I was anxious to see how this one would turn out. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, and then these, okay, there was a tea bag in there. Okay, these are just plain tea dyed. But this one, oh, look at that. That's just so gorgeous. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these all dry, and then I'm going to iron them. Oh, yum. That's beautiful. And this one. Yep. Love those patterns that come out with it. Okay, this one. I might have to cut this one. Yep. Now, a few tips, okay, in doing this. First of all, if you want to use less water, use a cup of water and do 5 to 6 tea bags in it. You'll get richer, darker, faster. You just have to play with it and see what you think. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then look at this little tiny bundle on the inside. That's pretty too. Okay, there we go. Another tea bag. Okay, so you can put your tea bags in there, you know, wrap them up, and they'll just dye what's inside rather than soaking them all at once. Oh, love this. This looks good. I probably moved that out of your camera range, didn't I, honey? Anyway, so that's basically it. Also use a shallow bowl, and because a shallow dish, because it's going to be much easier for all your bundles to soak it up than if it's deep and it's really fat. You know, it's not going to work as well. And then the other thing is you know, make small bundles. You can make large bundles, but they're going to take a long time to dry. So this piece just came out so beautifully, don't you think? And you know, I want to thank you guys so much for all of your thumbs up, your likes, your comments, for all of your shares. We so appreciate it. Thanks for using our Amazon links. We love that you use those. And thank you for supporting us in the gallery and for using our PayPal tip jar. And some of you have been so generous and supportive, so thank you. This is just gorgeous. This is just a little piece of ribbon, but oh my, that's really pretty. Okay, well, we're at Ciao for now. Wow, can you believe it? We're at Ciao for now. And look at all of these fabrics and laces and strings that I have to use for different projects. And I'm just so excited with the way they turned out. As I said, I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to iron them all. And when you iron it, you know, you're going to keep the integrity of the dye in there, which is what you want. Now, I'm going to tell you it's acidic. It will eventually just you know, eat through the fabric and disintegrate, but it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, really, look at this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, and then for those of you that are going to say, what are you going to do with those? What do you do with that? So you can do paper. So here's some paper. You can use small pieces of paper in it. Large pieces of paper, you can do that too if you have a vessel that's big enough to put it in. And then this is my passport book. I used it on there. And these books, I use pieces and scraps of it in my work with paper. I use them interchangeably with paper. So, so have fun with it, play with it, see what you think. If you're in our Facebook group, do your tea dyeing, and I can't wait to see all your pictures. I know it's going to take you a while to do it, but you know, it'll be so much fun to see what you come up with. So, oh, one more thing I wanted to tell you before I actually say goodbye. We're going to be gone. We're touring Europe, so we're back touring. Fingers crossed it's all going to work out, and we're so happy. And so I'm sure there'll be maybe a video or something that comes out of that, perhaps. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, so until we see you then, ciao for now.